What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Savage Over Average podcast. This is our second episode. Super excited to have you guys here. Thank you guys for checking out the first episode and the second episode and leaving comments, liking, sharing, especially my mom. She fucking shared that shit with everybody. I'm your host right here, Robert, and we got Martin.
My name's Martin.
And I'm Lupe.
Special guest right here. Savage right here. Yeah, Savage. That's why we had to have him on the podcast,
That's right? Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to dive deep into ourselves, me, Martin, and Lupe, and we're going to let you guys know more about us because a lot of people had a lot of questions that we didn't cover. We were just going over 10 commitments.
Okay.
So we're going to dive deep into ourselves.
All right, no problem. And we're also going to be introducing Lupe. We're going to go over his past, some of the struggles, some of the difficulties that he has gotten through life, and also what he does, his occupation, his side hustles, his weight loss journey. And he actually has a special surprise for us. So you guys want to make sure you stay till the end so you guys can hear what he has to say.
You got me curious.
Me too.
I thought I knew you well, but I got me curious.
He knows more about me than I do.
What you got for us, Lupe?
Move this shit like closer a little bit.
Oh,
yeah, there we go.
There you go.
You good?
Yeah.
All right,
so,
man.
Start off with you, though. I'm curious.
Yeah.
So how's the sobriety going?
Sobriety, man. 30 days in, bro.
There we go.
31. Today's the 31st, right?
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
31 days in.
How's it going? Good?
It's good. Feeling really good, actually, bro.
Okay.
Just like very clear-minded. And just, I don't know, bro. Like, I feel different. It really, like, it's made a big difference on these 31 days. Like, I'm not craving no alcohol. I'm not craving a smoke. I'm not craving, like, it's crazy, bro. So definitely growing, getting stronger on it. I think people notice. I think some people notice. People at work were asking me, they're like, hey, you don't drink alcohol? I'm like, no, I do not.
You're looked at as fucking weird.
Right. They're like, what? Because they always see me, coming in my water or a gallon. They're like, what the hell? Like, what are you doing with all that water?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that's all I drink. And they're like, you don't drink alcohol? I'm like, no, I'm cool. Like,
What do they say next? Why not?
why not? Why not? Right. But
Yeah.
I mean, they don't know. They they don't know the savage, the savage mindset and stuff like that. So, I mean, they're going through their walk of life and, I'm going through mine.
For sure.
Yeah, bro. How you still doing? How you hanging in?
Going strong, dog.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Just started a new diet today, actually. I put it on my story. So I'm going to do only meat
Yeah.
for 30 days.
Okay.
Yeah, try it out. Kind of carnivore, but more strict because carnivore is just animal. So eggs, bacon, and fucking milk, yogurt. But I'm going to just I think it's called the lion diet.
Okay.
Just straight fucking steaks and meat. I think it's ruminant or some shit animal. So basically bison, elk, deer. We don't have much of that shit. So
Yeah.
So you're talking breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Steaks all day and rule out and eliminate everything else.
Okay.
See how I feel.
Yeah. I like that, bro.
Yeah.
I like that. I think I'm gonna jump on that too myself.
Let's do
I'm
it,
trying
dog.
to gain some weight here.
Let's
I know,
do it.
I know a lot of people
Yeah.
trying to do weight loss, but I'm trying to do some weight gain.
Hell yeah.
So I might jump on that myself, bro. Yeah.
What about you, Lupe?
Well, I'm on a diet too. I just actually
Well, what about the sobriety?
6 months, about 7 months I drank last
Oh, okay.
or anything, cigarettes. So
Were you
Yeah.
a big drinker?
I wouldn't say I was a big drinker, but it was more of if someone, the weekend or there was some special occasion, yeah. I mean, we drank, together and stuff. So
Yeah.
how it was. Not like heavy drinker, but
Yeah.
Remember,
Occasional.
Remember how we used to party and shit?
Yeah, man.
So that's how me and Dizu partied during COVID. Too hard.
yeah.
During COVID time.
Yeah.
Right on.
Hey, COVID was real, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you gotta know people, and that was one of the ways we got to know each other with COVID and obviously
Yeah.
drinking,
Yeah.
So something positive came out of COVID, right?
And grilling. That's all. I
And grilling,
did.
yeah.
How did you guys meet?
We actually worked together.
Yeah.
So I guess that touches based on kind of what I do. I work at as a campus, basically campus security.
Okay.
And I was assigned to the school where he worked at. So during that big shutdown, there was only a few people that were there on the campus, and we were basically
We're essential.
we're essential workers. You know what I'm saying? So at that time,
So it was like, fuck us. Everybody else can go home and be safe.
yeah,
You guys gotta
we had
stay
to work.
here.
Which it's fine. We had a job. Some people
Right.
lost them. We're happy to have a job.
Yeah, that was good.
So that's kind of where we started, kind of like connecting. We had worked prior to that, but it wasn't until COVID. We were kind of like roommates, you know what I'm saying?
No shit.
We were always together at the campus, you know, kicking, hanging back, you know, working, but still.
Before it was just professional, pretty much.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
We never even hung out outside of work or nothing. And then during COVID, it was nobody, just us there talking. Like you said, fucking roommates, cellmates, you know what I mean? Call it what you want. We're just us two. So we're fucking.
That's cool.
We'd walk
man.
the yard at, you know, the campus when we had, you know, just walking around, make sure everything was cool. No one wasn't getting in there. So that was just, you know, like you said, prison, if you want to say it that way or whatever you want to say it, except we got to go home after the first 8, but you know.
Yeah.
So that's how we kind of got to meet each other. And that's kind of, you know, how where the whole drinking kind of comes into play. So that was just one of those times where I probably did drink the most. I hope my parents started watching the video, and you know, because, you know, they'll be like, what the fuck you were drinking? But yeah.
Yeah, I was like probably a bad influence on him.
Man.
Yeah, that's what he thinks. We're going to keep it that way. Yeah, he was a bad influence, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, bro, I mean, if we're going to dive in a little bit about you, you know, I know probably people are like thinking, who's Lupe? They want to know who Lupe is. Tell us a little background about you. Like, where did you grow up? Like, you know, how was growing up for you? And, you know, did you have any difficulties, any struggles that you had to deal with that you know, our viewers can you know, learn from?
So originally, I grew up in the city of El Monte. So I was there till I want to say my junior year in high school.
Okay.
And then, you know, my parents decided to move out here. We ended up here my end of juniors, and I graduated from high school here in Fontana. So that was a big thing. So you live at, you know, one city for 16, 17 years.
Right.
And then you move all of a sudden, and on your senior year, that was like a big thing as it is.
From LA to IE.
Yeah. There was nothing out here when I moved out here, though. It was just a lot of empty stuff. It was kind of weird. I was like, what is there to do? And they're like, just the fields. I was like, okay, that's cool. So it was, that was I want to say one of the biggest, I guess, cultural changes as well. Because, I mean, where I was at, it was always like, you know, just I knew where I was at, you know, I knew where everything was at. And then you move over here and I don't know anybody. I don't know, literally, I knew nobody. I had no family out here. I was just show up, you know, one day at, you know, the high school, and I'm like, damn, gotta get situated, you know. So that was, I would want to say, one of the biggest, you know, shifts that one of my life, you know, stages in life, you know.
Okay.
So, then
you have like a big brother or something that, you know what I mean, fall back on, kind of follow him and shit?
No brother. I got my dad. I mean, you know, thankfully, you know, he's always been there for me. He's had my back all the time. You know, even when I, you know, fucked up, he'd still be there, and he's still there. So, you know, thanks to him, even when I've had difficulties in life, he's always been there to like, kind of guide me, you know, like, hey, don't do this, or you know, you fucked up, you know, or he'd be there, you know, he'd be catching me on shit I shouldn't be doing and shit, you know.
Right.
So he was, you know, I guess he was the only actual person I could ever fall back on. And that's, you know, I have younger brothers, so I always try to be that brother where they can always, you know, like fall back on me if, you know, shit hits the fan, you know.
So they can look up to you.
Not look up to me, you know, just, you know, because I feel like saying, oh, you look up to me is like fucking setting up like this standard of, you know, no, I want them to feel just comfortable. If they need some shit, you know, they need something, like, or they're in trouble, like, hey man, I want to be that, you know, person, because I didn't have that person. You know what I'm saying?
They could be their own person, but if they need anything,
I'm here, you know, because we're a couple years apart. We're like one's 5 years from me, the other one's 10 years, so we're, you know, separated in, you know, ages. Well, I'm 29, so, you know, not that you asked, but just so the viewers know, you know, what my age is. So, you know,
what high school do you go to out here?
I went to Fontana High School. Yeah,
okay.
big difference from where I was at in fucking Mountain View. It was a lot smaller, so that was a big thing for me right there.
Yeah,
still a little traumatized from, you know, moving over here, but hey, it is what it is.
Would you ever go back?
At first, yeah. You know what? At first, I was like, I would like to go back because, you know, like I said, I was there 16 years, and it was like home. So even then, like, I remember sometimes it'd be like shit, it's quiet out here. There's no helicopter buzzing. There's no, you know, no sound of the freeway. It was weird. It was weird. So I missed
sirens.
it. You know, no sirens, no fucking cops showing around, like just busting around. I was like, dude, what's up with this? So yeah, I missed it, and I did want to go back for a long time. But at this point, I'm like, nah, I'm good where I'm at. It's, you know, I'm happy where I'm at. So, and that, to me, that's what matters, you know. Being happy where you're at. So,
has it changed out here since you've been out here? Now, does it feel more like El Monte now? Because now,
nah.
Still not El Monte.
No, but it's changed a lot. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot more stuff out here. There's more stuff to do. There's, you know, they're building all sorts of cool stuff. Yeah. So that's different, but it's not gonna
Yeah.
be the same.
Because I mean, I'm out there in San Bernardino, man, and you know San Bernardino's hot. There's there's sirens and cops and you know gangbangers all over the place too. But I'm sure it's a little different too from the LA El Monte scene.
Yeah, I don't travel San Bernardino too often, you know.
Yeah.
But when I do, I see what you're saying. Though it's always something going on. It's us just active, so
Yeah.
I get it. I get what you're saying. But no, I wouldn't. To answer back to your question, no, I probably wouldn't go back anymore.
Okay.
And houses are expensive out there, so you know that's another key thing too. So you know how that goes.
So what did Lupe do after high school, man? What you do? You go to college? What did you get a job? What you get into?
So I did get a job. I've always worked. Like so as soon as even when I was little with my dad, I would work. So I've always kind of worked. When I was in high school, I had a job at the swap meet. So I would show up early, 5 a.m, show up, help the guys set up their stands, and you know, so that was Saturdays and sometimes Sundays. So that was like I guess my first job that wasn't with my dad. So and then after graduating, I took a job in sales.
Okay.
I wasn't the best salesman. I worked for Verizon for a while, and I mean I was young, so I was just trying to get a job, And since I was going to school, I had to get gas money and stuff like that, pay for my car and stuff like that. So it didn't last too long there, a couple months. So I mean, it was sales. And
was it door-to-door sales or like an actual shop selling cell phones? Or
no, it was that Fios, that Verizon Fios, when it was first like kind of rolling out and stuff like that. So they were trying to get people. So I would travel to those stores. Those people that be like, "What kind of cable do you have?" And then you try to walk away from them. That was me. So that was me and shit. And then so I wasn't good at it at first. And again, I was 17 at that time when I graduated. So high school, I was still 17. So after that, I worked at McDonald's for a while. But I actually had to travel from Fontana to Glendora because that's the only McDonald's that hired me at that time because I was still 17. So a lot of places didn't want to hire me because I was, technically still underage. So sometimes I had to take the bus. So from Fontana to Glendora, that was a mission. It was like 2-hour bus ride.
Wow.
But hey, man, when you got to work and you want some money, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and I was there for a while, and until I was able to get my car, and I was able to drive, back and forth to work. But even then, that was a mission still.
Yeah, I did the McDonald's thing too, bro. Back in high school, like in my senior year. So I know exactly what you mean.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Like being in there, like just learning and just having a job. And having stinky clothes at the end of the day, like that was a horrible smell, bro. I remember the French
oil,
fries or something. French fries, the oil smell. But what was your biggest takeaway from learning from like the sales job that you had? Because I know sales, like I've done sales a lot too, and I feel like it opens you up, and it, like you really learn something from it.
Don't try to push stuff on people when they don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of those people that sell stuff, not everybody, but a lot of them, it's about money. You know what I'm saying? And which is, it's a job. It's about money. But some people don't want certain stuff, and if you keep on trying to push it, now you become that guy that nobody really wants to talk to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So later on, let's say they do want whatever you were selling, they're gonna be like, not him. He was pushy.
Got it.
So think about sales sometimes as a long-term investment. You might not buy what you need right now, but later on down the road, hey, you might be like, hey, you know what? You were cool. You weren't pushy. I liked your style. I didn't need it then, but let me call you back.
Yeah.
That's kind of my biggest takeaway. Don't try to sell stuff to people that don't want to buy certain stuff.
Right. Yeah. I found out you gotta talk to people that are either open, interested, or curious. And then, there any of those three, you have a way in. You have the doors open for you to give them the information and teach them and coach them, whatever. And at the end of the day, sell them. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro. What about any setbacks that you had to deal with, like after having a job and from being a teenager to becoming a man?
Honestly, man, it's always been more of, like I said, just from that age gap where I was able to get that car. That was a big struggle, just because, like I said, even to get to school, because I was going to Mount Sac in Walnut by Pomona. It was our ride from here, Fontana, all the way over there. So it was just moving around was, I guess, time consuming. Not, I wouldn't say a big struggle because transportation was cheap, but still, it was time consuming because a lot of people don't want to sit in a bus ride for hour just to get to school, and then they don't want to sit 2 hours to go to work. So I think that's a big with the work stuff. I think that was a big struggle out there, and then also kind of just sometimes just showing up on time. Being young,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so even, I mean, probably now some people still struggle with that, but showing up on time is like, what do you mean I got to be there this
Calling
time?
off and all that shit.
Yeah, I remember.
You don't have no patience, so you're dealing with fucking customers.
Yeah.
And customers at McDonald's, everybody knows are the fucking worst. Right? Customers at McDonald's and fucking and Walmart's like the shittiest fucking customers.
That's
and
true.
Shit. They got no patience.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that whole fast food, they want it right away. And I mean, I do have some shitty experiences at McDonald's, but I mean, overall, weirdly, I don't know about you because you said you worked there, but sometimes I do kind of miss that like fast-paced environment. Like sometimes I'd be like dreaming I'm still at McDonald's and I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? Why am I here? I thought I left. But sometimes I do still like think about it, because despite, like you said, you do run into some, fucking rude people, rude customers, there are still good people you ran into, and, weirdly enough, you sometimes can help people, right? You don't think yourself, selling or, helping people at McDonald's, but it's like, what, you help somebody?
I feel like those type of jobs when you're young, and they're shitty kind of jobs when you have the most fucking fun.
Right.
You have less responsibilities or something, and you're just like, what are you doing this week? Let's all go out after work and fucking hang out, and it's just fucking fun. Everybody's fucking around at work doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, I used to love the ice machine because after work, we'll fill up a box, put a bag, fill it up with ice, and then we'll go get a case of beers.
Yeah.
And that was our thing, man. Free ice from McDonald's.
Hell
So
yeah.
go looking now, Mickey D's.
Hey, they might bill you later. But hey, you took some ice. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I get what you're saying. You're right. You do, like your coworker sometimes that's like, it's like you had a rough day, but sometimes those coworkers that were there, you're like, all right, you know what? It was that shift, but you know what? I had these people with me. Yeah. That was cool. It's fine. It made it worth it.
Going back, that was kind of how COVID was for us.
Yeah.
Right? Because it was fucked up. The world was fucked up, bro. Shit was scary.
Hey, that shit was on a global scale too,
And me and this dude got along so well. We fucking like hyped each other up, and just like sometimes I look forward to going to work because we're just fucking not talking about nothing about COVID, just fucking around doing dumb shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Not really worried about what's really going on.
No, bro, right?
Yeah, because I mean, we're still, like I said, we're still working and stuff, but I mean, at the same time, it was like everyone's locked up. Everyone was locked up.
There wasn't nothing you could do.
Yeah.
He's a security right? Security officer. I'm fucking in maintenance custodial. Like, there's nothing to clean up. There's nothing to lock up.
Yeah.
Make sure nobody gets on campus, which everybody's at home.
Right.
So it was just us just patrolling the campus.
Man, easy money.
Yeah.
Easy money.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, there was other stuff because, like I said, there was other stuff we had to do, but for the most part, yeah, it was like us two. Everything else was just like, hey, can you guys go, check this out, or this is going on the campus, and it's like, oh, you going with me? He's like, that's your job and shit. What the? I'm like, wait, we're both here. What the fuck you gonna do? You got nothing to do right now. He's like, all right, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that, and just back and forth and shit. Lunchtimes we're fucking together because it was just us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it goes to 10 years lunch. Like, fucking, what time my lunch is and shit. I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's go to lunch and shit,
Yeah.
And then at that time, we were both trying, I guess, to be healthier at that
I was
time.
going to say that, yeah.
So we were both eating like steaks and shit. Like that's where I kind of learned how to do steaks and shit. Because I see this fool grilling, and I'm like, damn, this motherfucker knows how to grill. Like, fuck, my lunch don't look like that. Like, And then this would have like like you said, grilled like barbecues here at his house. And then I'd be like, damn, dude, that looks good. Like, how'd you do that? And he'd be like, shit's easy. And I'm like, nah, I still don't think it's easy. But to him, it's like it was easy. So you know,
I try to be on a diet, bro. Bring some egg whites or some, you know what I mean, some steak. And this dude would be bringing burritos and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, we gotta get right. And then finally he fucking converted. He's like, all right, fuck, it's tough, but he bring McDonald's and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
Hey,
finally,
loyal to McDonald's, bro. What can I say, man?
finally he was like, you
Still
know
have
what?
that discount.
Hey.
Yeah, finally he fucking was like, all right, let's try it out. So we're doing it together for a while during COVID for sure. And this fool upped his like state game too.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
Leading to that, Lupe, what brought you, what got you motivated to say, you know what, I want to be on the next podcast with you guys? Like, what got you here, bro?
This guy right here, he's, because I've met him. He's always had that idea of actually like doing it, but like he didn't do it. So when he said, "Hey, bro, I'm fucking do it," I'm like, "Well, fuck yeah, do that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, do it. And when you do, like, if you want somebody to come on or whatever, I got you." And he's like, all right, I'll let you know. So then fucking, he was being a tease the whole fucking time and shit. I'm gonna drop that shit. I'm like, all right, cool. When you dropping it? So when he finally said, hey, me and my homie, you, he's like, we're gonna start doing the podcast. I was like, hell yeah, dude. So I'm always like fucking liking your guys' stuff, stuff like that. I was like, yeah, dude, like. So when he told me about it, he's like, oh, you finally want to hop on? Or I was like, yeah, dude. Yeah, hell yeah. Like, to help you too as well. Like, because, you always want to do this. And I got to be that person that help. Like,
appreciate the support,
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But, like, I owe it to this fool, So I was like, yeah, I'll hop on. And, hopefully people that are listening get something out of what we're saying.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you don't, well, we had a good time talking with each other. You know what I'm saying? So...
He's kind of being a little humble. He's like a fucking low-key savage, bro.
Okay, let them know, man. Let them know.
This dude,
pull it out from him.
Hey, bro, this dude, I wake up in the morning too, right?
Yeah.
He wakes up every fucking morning as well to work out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he don't miss a fucking day, really. Sometimes I miss a fucking day. Sometimes I get sidetracked. This dude doesn't.
Nice.
And he's fucking always there. He has a side hustle too, right? You've been doing both since I've known you. You've always had that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to me, that's pretty fucking savage to be doing multiple things.
Right.
And he's always working overtime at work. This fool stays busy.
You got a real job, staying on your workout and the side hustle.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing that he wasn't late, the only thing he was fucking up on, where I was like, dude, you're fucking up on it was your diet, right?
Yeah.
Up until like 6 months ago, this dude was like a little bit like heavier. And I was like, bro, you got to get right, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then this dude fucking like, he fucking kicked ass, bro. He's been kicking ass. He's down fucking 40 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
We got to put a picture of him to show.
Friday it'll be 40. Friday will be at 40. We're like half a pound out. So, but Friday it'll be 40 for sure.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, he's right.
He's been fucking weighing his food out too, logging that shit, dog.
Okay.
Putting in work and shit. Yeah, like I said, humble, but he's fucking savage for sure.
Okay. What about what's your side hustle? You guys mentioned side hustle.
Yeah. Ever since I was like little, with my dad, we've always liked cars. So specifically like retired police vehicles.
Okay.
So now that as through time we started doing it more as hobby, and I became into like a side hustle to like at some point the goal is to be a full-time like thing, a full-time job or career or business, that's the goal. So that's what we do. We buy cars from directly from the government, and we'll fix them whatever needs to be fixed because they're retired vehicles, so they've been through a lot. We'll make sure that they're 100% ready to go. So takes time, takes money, but I mean I like it. I enjoy it. Sometimes it's just what I do because it's where I find like some type of peace, some sanity,
right.
Tinkering, that. So that's what I like to do. And that's like he says it's a hustle. For me, it's a hobby.
You make money. You generate some type of income.
Sometimes, not always. It depends. Like I said, sometimes
that's a side hustle. That's why it's a side hustle.
Sometimes like you say, I make money. Sometimes I fucking lose money. Sometimes I break even. So it's like I said, I think of it more as something I like doing, because some people are like, oh, find something you like to do and you never work a day in your life.
Right.
That's kind of how I take that. Like I like it. I've always done it. It's something that I learned to do with my dad, and I do it now kind of more on my own. But it's I like it, and sure, it's a side hustle, I guess if you want to say it that way.
So you're like a mechanic. You're working on these things, or you have somebody, or you outsource, you getting them fixed, or
at first it was more of kind of just figure it out on my own type of thing. But now progressively as time has, because I've been doing this for a while, so I've met people. So now I do have people that if I can't figure something out, it's like, hey, dude, I can't figure it out. Like I don't know what's going on. Like help me out. Sometimes some people give you that bad advice of, well, just fucking sell it like that. Like just take off that check engine light and shit and sell it like that. And it's like, nah, man. Like I'd rather lose money than fuck somebody over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people like. Goes back to that salesman thing. Like salesmen will sell you whatever they can to make a quick buck, but I'm not in it for that.
You gotta have integrity.
Yeah. Overall, like I said, sometimes you get that like I said, I've lost money like big time, and I'm like, fuck, like it needs a new engine, and I'm like, shit, it needs a new transmission. Like, damn, I gotta make no money, but I'd rather sell it good, running how it should be. At least, where I know, like, what, this person ain't gonna come like, tomorrow, like. Fucking check engine lights, come on, you fucking cleared it, like, or you took it off. So now I do have people that I work with, and then they kind of help me out now, whatever I need, whether it's some electrical or mechanical or body work or paint. So but again, that took time.
So you're willing to take a loss or break out even than to make a profit and not sell junk. You know,
Basically,
you don't want to sell no junk.
Basically, yeah, because that's not, for me, that's not okay. I wouldn't want to sell somebody or someone to sell me something like that, you know,
Right.
that, and then it's like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
feel
you
that.
knew this, and it's like, you fucked me over, and it's people's hard work money, you know, and like I said, I wouldn't want somebody selling, you know, him or my mom or my dad or something knowingly that's bad.
Yeah. So you guys getting it from the government? Who do you guys selling it to?
It depends. I got a couple clients that buy from me around the regular. So they got security companies.
Okay.
And sometimes they'll be like, hey, dude, I need, you know, a car or some cars. So, and then they'll be, all right, well, this is what I got. Or if I don't have anything, hey, man, I haven't got anything that's decent enough to sell you. So give me some time.
Yeah.
So I got some returning customers. Like I said, it goes back to that. Not right now, they didn't buy it, but down the road, they hit me up randomly.
Okay.
Like the other day, I had a dude. I sold him a car, I don't know, 5 years ago maybe. He came by knocking at my door, like literally physically almost knocking on my door, and he's like, hey, remember me? And I was like, no, I don't. I was like, but what's up, man? I can help you. He's like, hey, you sold me this car. He's like, that shit was going strong for 5 years. I was like, but they crashed it.
Oh.
I was like, oh shit, like, sorry for your loss, you know? He's like, yeah, nah, but you got something else. I was like, no, I don't, not right now. He's like, well, let me know when you get something else, because I'm looking for, you know, a car, and I don't want to buy from someone else because I know the one that you fucking told me lasted me a while. And I was like, yeah, no, for sure. So I did hit him up at some point, like a couple weeks later down the road, and yeah, he took it from me.
Not another.
Yeah, and it was, like I said, more of that, like, I wasn't pushing him something that you know he didn't need. At the same time, it was
Right.
he came back on his own.
Right.
So I guess that loyalty, what is it, customer loyalty, I guess
Yeah,
you want to
yeah,
say.
yeah.
So
They come back to you.
You want
man.
to buy
treat
from
them,
somebody you trust.
Yeah, you
know?
treat
Yeah.
them well, they'll come back.
yeah, so that's kind of like I said, but again, it's still for me, it's more of a hobby type of thing. Like I said, and I think maybe that's why I treat it more that way. Like it's something I'm passionate about. It's not just a quick what do you call those auction flippers that just
Quick, just to make a quick buck.
yeah, like that. No, it's not about that. I want to sell you something that's cool, that's good, that you can enjoy, and hopefully you know get to enjoy it for a long time.
So that was your police unit outside. I thought it was our bodyguards. That was the bodyguards that we called in for today's episode.
It was all the fans out there, bro. It was.
Yeah. And on the cars, sometimes you like redo them all, right? You do even the paint. You have to buy new seats, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not just like he said. It's not just like he buys it, does something, changes the battery, and flips it. Like
Right.
this dude's over there fucking sanding shit down, painting shit, finding parts on off-road all everywhere and shit, right?
Yeah, brand
That's just
new.
fucking
It has
crazy.
to be. Yeah, so
Yeah, kind of like rebuilding a lowrider. Like you know,
pretty much. And he has a bunch of extra parts too because he's always
Yeah.
buying the same cars.
yeah, so
kind of like your pops and you know with the Bombay and the
for sure.
Impala and yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So man, tell us a little bit about your weight loss journey, bro. Like you said, you're almost down 40 pounds. Like how did it start? Like we definitely want to see a picture, you know, before and after. But you know, tell us a little bit about that. Like how has that gone for you?
that's a good one. So so ever since I was like, you know, I don't know, like elementary school, I was I was fat. So that right there was always like my, I guess, weak point, I guess you want to say, because I've always been fat. Like since like I said 4th, 5th, 6th grade, I was always fat. So people would always like make fun of me. So then I comes to middle school and high school, I lost weight. I was in sports.
I did track, right?
I was in track, yeah.
Okay.
I had
when I met him, it was hard to believe, dude, because he didn't look like somebody that did track.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, I still got the runs though, bro. I swear. So, anyways, I was in track, like I said, sports, soccer, boxing, all that stuff. So I was thin. I was thinner. Like I said, he saw the picture. He's like, "The fuck, that's you?" And I was like, "Yeah." So come around. And I tried working out when I graduated high school. Still going to the gym, still running, stuff like that. I did get into like a car accident. So I was kind of out of commission for a while because it was like a serious accident where they're like, don't be running or don't be exercising too much because of your stitches and stuff like that. So just take it easy. So I took it a little too fucking easy, where I started kind of like, you know, gaining weight. So over, I want to say maybe fucking 9 years, I'll say like 9 years, I went from weighing maybe like 150, 160 to weighing about 236.
Okay.
So it was it is a big ass amount of.
And you don't notice, huh? Because it's like you said, 9 years, little by little.
Yeah, no one ever fucking tells you. They'll say you're fat, but they sometimes like they say like jokingly, like they're not like, hey, dude, no, like seriously, you need to like fucking knock that shit off. Like stop fucking eating that cheeseburger or stop. You know.
Most people won't do that.
Yeah, they won't fucking tell you, and that's I guess that comes back to that whole savage shit too. Some people aren't savages enough to tell you like, hey, dude, I care about you, but stop fucking putting that shit in your mouth. You know,
they don't want to hurt your feelings, but then they don't know that they're not helping.
Yeah. Some people rather see you like gain that weight or you know same and not hurt your feelings.
Right.
But it's like, you know, I mean, I'd rather you fucking hurt my feelings for, you know, and I'll be mad at you for fucking
live a little bit longer.
Yeah, 5 minutes and shit. I'll be upset with you 5 minutes and then like, hey, at least you fucking wake up call. And like I said, it was hard because no one ever really told me. I mean, my parents would be like, "That's gordito," but like, you know, sometimes you know how parents can be sometimes. So
that's gordito, but here's another tortilla.
He's like another tortilla, and you know, being Hispanic, you know, it's like everything's tortilla. Like todo, like here's a tortilla for this,
rice beans with everything.
Yeah, tortilla and tortilla for that. Like you're having quesadilla, here's an extra tortilla for that shit. You know, like your tacos double tortilla. You know, so at some point I did catch myself, and it was when during COVID. So I did drop I don't know, I want to say like maybe 20 pounds during COVID, but I don't want to say it was a consistent or not the word consistent, but a diet that was sustainable.
Okay. It wasn't long term. It was like short.
Yeah. So it wasn't very sustainable at that time. So
and you were still going to the gym, right?
So yeah.
Since I known him, he's been going to the gym, but I was like, I didn't believe him because like, dude, you don't look like you go to the gym.
Yeah. But he was honest about it. He straight up said it like that. Like, so he'd be like that. Like, what the fuck? You don't go to the gym?
Why are you bullshitting? You don't go to the gym. But I'm nobody to talk because I don't look, probably might not look like it's to somebody, but I was like, this dude don't go to the fucking gym.
Yeah.
So when he'd say shit, I'd be like, neither the fucking you. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But then I seen him how he used to eat before. It would be fucking like rubbing, so that's what it was.
And I like food.
The diet.
I like food. Who doesn't like food?
But he'd kick ass in the gym, but it's a diet.
It's a diet.
He didn't have in check.
The discipline, I guess, kind of like the
For
discipline,
sure.
like
The mindset,
like so after the COVID, like I said, I gained back the weight and then some, a little extra there, you know, which is where fast forward now to where we're at. Not that long ago, I did end up. We were actually having a conversation at a. It would have been a good podcast too, but we were having a conversation amongst us, and then we were talking about like weight loss and like legacy and like being a good example to people. And then he was already on it. He was already doing his sober thing. He was already, you know, and I wasn't drinking as much. I was still drinking, and then but I was still kind of eating like shit. It is what it is. I was eating like shit. So then that conversation just like kind of like just snapped me into like something else.
No, but you were saying you couldn't lose weight, right? You're like you diet, right?
Yeah,
and
you were trying, but you're struggling.
Like he was kind of making a bullshit excuse for like there was somebody else that was there, kind of feeding him bullshit, saying fucking well, no, it's probably because what were they saying? You need to work out more. They say you need to work out more. Nah, you've always ate the same. Like that's not it. And I'm like, nah, bro. Like it's the fucking food. Like your body's a machine. Whatever you put in has to go out.
Right.
Plus more. Like it has to be. You have to intake less calories than you fucking burn. So then I asked him, hey, what'd you eat for fucking breakfast today? Right?
Yeah.
Remember? So I asked him, what'd you eat for fucking breakfast? We pulled out the fucking phone and started adding that shit up. And how much was it?
Fuck.
It was a Denny's double cheese. No, Denny's. I
know Denny's
cheeseburger.
Yeah, she was a lot, dude. We were
10-piece of wings and fries, and I was like, bro, this is why you like.
It was a lot. We were like in the thousands.
I think it was like 1,800.
No, it was more than that way. It was way more than that.
Oh, because you had fucking strawberry lemonade, and I was like, bro, like the numbers don't fucking lie. Everything. This is why you can't lose weight.
The sugars, everything.
Yeah. So that was one of those things where I was like,
he didn't really realize how much. Because when you see food, you don't realize how much shit it has in it, right?
Yeah. And I mean, at that moment, it's that instant gratification type thing. You get that pleasure of you're eating food and you're like, oh, yeah, I feel good. And then it's like, well, fuck, I'm fat.
You don't look good.
Yeah, I don't look good. So, I mean, I'm still working on it. I'm not done. This, job's not finished yet, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we're working on it. And so far, I've been good. I've been, consistent. Like you said, I'll text them like motivational stuff, like, what's up, motherfucker? What you doing? Like, did you fucking run? And he'll fucking be like, I fucking ran. Did you fucking run and shit? And then he's like, I'll be like, nah, but I'm about to. Like, hold on, I was just fucking checking you and shit. Yeah. So then, I think that's also one of the big important things is that we're keeping each other accountable.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like I said, he'll text me, I'll text him, he'll fucking tag me on Instagram or something, and I'm like, fuck, damn, this will tag me on it. Like, now I gotta fucking run because now I'm gonna look like a bitch out here. He's doing it, I'm not. Why not? What's the excuse?
I like that. And that's what we're trying to do here with the whole community. You know what I mean? Hopefully it helps one person and another, and it just creates a domino effect. And, you know, we're able to help thousands and you know, around the world and do the same, you know, from different, that are struggling in different things, different aspects of life, you know, maybe weight loss, maybe just mental, maybe, you know what I mean? Just the diet.
Yeah, because it's not just like looks and it's not just fucking weight. It's like a lot like your mental health. And I know a lot of people struggle with that shit, and it all starts with how you take care of your body.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not just like people think, oh, Savage just fucking running or just fucking lifting the heavy weights and just being on a strict diet. Like, nah, it's a lot more than that, right? Right. That's why we made those 10 commitments, because it's targets. It goes through a lot of different things that, you know what I mean? Right. That life throws at you. That's gonna kind of help you. You know what I mean? Be prepared.
Exactly. Yeah. Like speaking of that, is there like, did you saw the Savage commitments that we have out there? Yeah. Is there one like 1 out of the 10 or 2 out of the 10 that like really stick out the most for you?
I think the biggest one right now that I'm going like with is that pick like a diet, like that it's like where I'm at, something that's doable. Because I think a lot of people put themselves on something they can't do, their bodies can't do, right? And then you'll see instant results sometimes, but then like 2 weeks later they give up, or they see results, and then 3 months from the road you see them bigger than they were. So pick something that is consistent, sustainable, that you can keep on constantly. Yeah. Mine was calorie counting. Yeah. Mine is calorie counting. So I'm not big on the carbs, but it's more on how much calories. Mm-hmm. And obviously, you know that if you have a side of fucking French fries, that's going to be a shitload of calories. So to hit my goal weight that I have set for myself, I have to eat less. So obviously, it's like, okay, those fries, I can't have them. Mm-hmm. Or I can have, 3 French fries just for the taste, just to fucking a mental thing, That's it. And besides that, no, keep track of where I'm at. And if I'm going over, then like, it's fine that I went over, but nothing crazy, Because that's where I would text him like, dude, I went over 100 calories over my count. Like, I'm gonna lose my shit. And he'd be like, dude, it's 100 calories. Like, you fucked it up, but you didn't like fuck up like, 1,000 calories over, like you said, fucking.
Yeah, it wasn't the Denny's and.
Yeah, so that wasn't the fucking Denny's.
Wings and everything. French
strawberry lemonade.
Yeah, hey bro, don't knock on that. It's good stuff. Yeah. But that's it's not. And that's the other thing on the weight loss thing. It's the liquid calories. Liquid calories is one of the things that I think fucking.
Yeah, it goes over a lot of people's heads.
Yeah,
everybody's.
Because everyone's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna count this, I'm gonna count that. You're good, and then it's like, did you see how much fucking calories that soda had? And you're like, no, and it's fucking almost 200 calories, or you're like, and you had 2 of those to go, or you had a 32 ounce one, and you didn't realize that whatever 300, 400 calories.
I mean, they're only 99 cents for a big goat.
That bullshit Starbucks. Everybody said, "Oh, it's coffee. It's healthy." Now when you throw all that fucking sugar up in that bitch,
it's
you know what I'm saying?
Half a cup of sugar, bro. It's like this.
Yeah, dog. That shit's fucking crazy.
It should be a treat, not what you drink as water.
Well, you should treat yourself with something better though too, not something that's gonna hurt your body. That's the way I try to look at things now. Like, that's not a treat. Like, you know what I mean? That's fucking you up.
Yeah, and they know it.
I don't know. I think a lot of people don't, bro.
No, I'm saying Starbucks themselves. Like they know.
They're laughing to the fucking bank, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, like you said, yes, it could be a better treat, but for some people that are starting, they can't give it up completely. Yeah. I know I've been talking to some people, and they're everyday Starbucks every day, and now that I've been talking to them and I've been telling them what I'm doing, they're like, oh, well, could I switch over to sugar free? Or I'm like, yeah, why not? Like, maybe it's not a one day then the next that you're gonna cut it, but slowly, why not? Why not make that change gradually than no change at all? Yeah, small steps are better than no steps. So,
and not only that, man, it's not cheap either. So people can save money. They can utilize that money for maybe a gym membership. You know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know, go buy a book with that money that you're spending on coffee and waiting 10, 15 minutes outside to get it. Was that?
Buy better quality food, because a lot of people, that's what they say, but they're in line for fucking Starbucks.
Right. But they're out there, going to freaking pick and save and, getting the cheapest fruits, and, it's all genetic modified and sprayed with pesticides.
Buying fucking sugary carbs too, fucking crackers and fucking donuts and bread and all this bullshit. That's
chips and it's crazy.
All that processed bullshit.
Right.
That's bread's a big thing. That's another thing.
You don't notice how
Yeah, and like being Hispanic is like, oh, you want a concha or you want, whatever, a bread with the con tu cafe, and it's like, yeah, but no.
Yeah.
Like I want one, but no, I'm not gonna get it. But when you're not thinking that way, it's like, oh yeah, let's have this. And being in the Mexican, you know that pan is like also like embedded into our us and
Culture.
our culture. Yeah, it's
right.
like, hey, you want this bread or you want that bread or los viñuelos and the posadas, and it's always something bread based. And that's one of the things where I'm trying my best to stay away from bread as well. Because how do you count bread sometimes? Like, oh, 3 slices was 3 slices or 4 slices in a sandwich, and then it's like, well, yeah, that was 300 calories in those little 4 slices of just bread.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm working on it. Like I said, still work in progress. We're not done, but one day at a time. One day at a time. And I said,
like you said, the culture too is hard because then they want to feed you, and it's like, why aren't you eating? You're not gonna eat my food.
Yeah.
They try to do that guilt
Make you
trip
feel
and
bad.
shit. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, or something has to be wrong automatically because you didn't eat like
What's
that
wrong
much.
with you? Yeah, you're looking too skinny.
Yeah.
Like the homie Brian getting mad because you don't want no tortillas at one time.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Oh, that's you too?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was about to kick me out from the barbecue and shit because I
Yeah.
took low carb tortillas, man. I don't know.
He did. Yeah, he did take off.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
He said, "Get that shit out of here."
Yeah.
And, I wouldn't even invited you. I was like, "Fuck, all right then, fuck it." I had to stand my ground and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I can't. You can't let them like guilt trip you into that shit.
I mean, he was playing around, but it's still that guilt trip. It's that guilt trip that they still want to embed into you. You know what I mean?
It's jokes, but it's not jokes.
Right.
It's jokes, but go ahead and get one.
All true jokes contain true shit.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
well.
Hell yeah.
What about Lupe? What's something on the commitments that you're like, dang, that one's hard, or dang, I'm struggling with that one, but I'm gonna overcome. Like,
I want to say like the I was gonna say meditation,
yeah,
but at the same time I was gonna say you had said pick like a podcast or a book or stuff like that.
yeah,
I'm not a big book reader. I do read. I'm not illiterate, but I just like reading like articles,
okay,
stuff like that, like or on cars. I'm a big car fanatic, so car stuff. I like reading stuff like that. You ask me about cars, and be like, oh yeah, did you see this shit that came out? Did you see this article, or did you hear that they're trying to do this? So those type of stuff I like reading. So I guess switching over to something that's more
self-development.
it's for self-development.
Yeah.
It's or mental development.
Yeah.
It's where I'm slowly trying. So I picked the book and I'm slowly reading it and at my own pace, but I'm doing it. So I'll go from there. I think that's one, and then meditation because we're all in busy schedules. We're adults. We work,
Right.
So having that meditation for me, it's at the gym when I'm in the sauna or right after. I like being just in my thoughts and thinking and contemplating and just reflecting. So sometimes I have my my headphones on, but there's nothing playing. But I just don't like people talking to me in the sauna so I just pretend I'm listening to something, and I'm actually just like, okay, like
if anything, kind of like a noise cancellation too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, basically, just of the outside people because no one really bothers you if your headphones are on.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those. Like I'm not trying to be rude to anybody. It's just that sometimes that's my time where I get to just reflect and think and plan for that day or tomorrow or in the future. So that's my meditation. That's where at least I'm trying to set aside at least 10 minutes after I finish my workout to go into the sauna and or sit outside and just kind of just meditate, get my thoughts together before I have to go to work.
Yeah.
So
Right on, bro.
That's like one of the best ways to do it. It's like a tip right there is to do it the same time, like a routine. Like after when you get home from work, I'm gonna read 10 pages. Whatever it is on my lunch, I'm like me, I read on my lunch. You know what I'm saying? How you do it after the gym, you do it already. It becomes a routine and like a habit.
Yeah.
Because if you just say, I'm gonna read today, and it's like it's at the end of your fucking list, you're never gonna get to it, right? But if you have to do it like, okay, after the gym, I'm like he said, or after the workout, I'm gonna meditate, go in the sauna. He probably looks forward to it now. Like it's becoming a routine.
Yeah.
But if you say, I do it later on today, I'm gonna meditate. When I get home, I'll meditate. The whole fucking day flies by. Like he said, we're all busy. So one of the tips is like set a set time in the schedule and stick to it for whatever you're gonna do.
Right.
Because we're, you know what I mean? We're fucking
like me on the meditation. I do it like in the morning, bro. When I get up, I drink some water and I go stretch. And while I'm stretching, like my hips, my legs and stuff, I'm like just kind of like doing my own little yoga. You know what I mean? But that's my little meditation. And I at least do it for 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And while I'm stretching, and then I go about my day. And on the reading part, man, like I like it. Like reading to me is hard too. Like especially if I wait for at the end of the day, because I get sleepy. I start reading 2 pages, I'm yawning, bro. Like, I don't care what time it is, I start yawning. So if I have to do that like early in the day too, because if I wait till the end, I'm not gonna do my 10 pages. Probably just do 2.
What I like to do is on my lunch break.
Yeah,
because what does everybody do? Most likely, if you take lunch by yourself, you're on your phone, right?
Yeah,
that's what I used to be doing. So now, as I put in do not disturb. Like fucking idiot. I even leave the book on my desk, so when I come back from lunch, I see it right there.
That's why you don't text back.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm busy fucking reading and shit.
Yeah.
If anything, I'll send him a picture of what I read because it's like interesting. Like, oh shit, look at this.
And I'll be like, that's dope, and I don't get a fucking response for like an hour. I'll be like, my bad, I was on do not disturb and shit. I'm like, what a dick. Like, that's
bro, you
fucked
gotta
up.
do it sometimes.
But no,
that's your
good.
routine, though. That's your routine,
Yeah,
and the thing is, you got to let people know what your routine is. Yeah. People will know, like they're not like, bro, I can't call him right now because he's not gonna answer. Like, I mean. What about like who do you look up to, bro? Like who's like maybe one of your mentors? It could be anybody or from anything.
For sure, my dad.
Your dad.
Yeah, for sure. Like I'm pretty sure I mentioned him at least 3 times already in the podcast. Yeah. That my dad.
We're
sure.
We're gonna have to have him on too because he has a lot of crazy stories.
Yeah. No, like my dad, I would say he's like my biggest mentor. Okay. He's since I was little, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's taught me everything I know. So, he's the person I would say I look up to. He's been through a lot. We've been through a lot, and it's like he still keeps moving forward. He's always, still teaching me new things. Like, say, even when like I said earlier, when I fucked up, he'd scold me, and tell me where I fucked up. But at the end of the day, he was still there for me. Yeah. So I think he's like that person that I really I look up to, and it's like through all the shit we've been through all the bullshit that the world has tossed at us, we're still here. He's still here. So like he said, you should have him on. He has a bunch of shit to say that it's like, oh shit, like damn. But we're still here. Like he always says, we're still kicking. And we're gonna keep on going. So
unconditional love, no matter what, he's got your back.
Yeah,
support.
Yeah, and like I said, I look up to him. Like I said, just even if it wasn't because he sat on my back, it's because all the stuff he's been through, and still he pushes forward. He's always, he's always doing something too.
Yeah,
like I always tell him,
he's positive. He has a positive outlook. Like there's times where I've been around and some fucked up shit happens, and his pops will make a fucking joke about it. And it's so fucking funny, I can't help but laugh at it. And it's like, dude, are you joking about my truck? This is like my fucking vehicle.
Yeah. But
it's funny because, don't worry about it. It'll be okay. And I'm like, fuck. I can't help but laugh. And it kind of like, it lightens the, you know what I mean? I'm not, instead of somebody being fucking pissed off about it, it's like a positive attitude to have.
We all can't be gloom and doom. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's fucking sad about his truck and I'm fucking sad about his truck and my dad's fucking sad about this truck, be like, oh well, fuck, we're all gonna be sad. Fucking just looking at his truck explode and shit. But at least he's making fun of it and we're fucking laughing and he's like, well, just get another one. Like,
gotta make the best out of it.
Yeah.
For sure, every situation
for sure.
Yeah, and like I said, we've been through a lot, so it's like seeing him how he handles situations. It's like I hope that I could, at some day in life later on learn to handle certain situations the way he has.
He's got wisdom.
That intelligence. Yeah. So I'm like, I hope to one day be able to at least, be halfway to what he can do. So, you know what I'm saying? So
I feel that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where was your dad born? Was he born in the U.S. or you guys?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't born in the U.S. And when he migrated over here, obviously, those struggles of every person that comes over here to the United States at some point, like, language barriers and stuff like that. That's why I said I look up to him from coming from here, not knowing the language, not knowing nobody.
Yeah, I respect that, man.
To, being where he's at, living I guess you could say the American dream.
Absolutely.
So it's like, it's crazy. Like he's also, like I said, he's one of the people that I can say I admire the most.
Yeah. He values life differently than what other people do. You know what I mean? Like growing up and living in the U.S., like I think from being an immigrant, like you just go through so much more hurdles, so much more, you know what I mean? Just things, it's harder, bro. But you know what I mean? To see people like that succeed and still kicking, like that's badass, bro. That's savage right there.
Yeah, for sure.
So no, he's like said, one thing he always tells me, and I always like hold that, like, as should get tattooed at some point, is if you're gonna do something, do it with love. Like, don't half-ass it. That's always, so if you're gonna do something, do it right and do it with love. Because I mean, if you don't do it with love, or you fucking half-ass it, it's gonna come out half-assed.
Right.
And if you're working on a goal and it's half-assed, you're gonna get a half-assed goal or no goal at all.
Yeah.
So that's the way I always think about it. And that's what it says, you're gonna do it with love. So all right, cool. That's how we're gonna work it. So whatever I'm doing, it has to be, even if I'm fucking aggravated or I'm like, Jesus, I can't get this shit. It's like, I'm doing it for a reason. I have to do it, and we're gonna do it with love and passion. That's it. So that's like I think one of the biggest things that he's always taught me. So
That's good.
a bunch of other stuff, but that's one of the biggest ones I always remember, I'm always gonna remember. So
Yeah.
So does your dad? Is he a grandpa yet? You got? do you have other siblings like?
that we were saving that for the podcast, man.
Nieces and nephews. Does he have, your brothers have any kids?
No, no. So I'm the oldest, like I
Okay.
had mentioned earlier, and then my brothers are they're still young, so
Okay.
they're still also navigating through life as in their early 20s or one's almost in their 20s. So they're not. Yeah, he's a dad. He's a boy dad.
Okay.
So it's always been us,
A bunch of boys.
bunch of boys. So
Yeah.
pisses off my mom all the time though. Where we're just fighting, play fighting how every guy does. That has brothers or cousins, and that's always upset my mom. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
Why are you guys fighting? It's like we're not really fighting though. Just chill. We're just playing around. That's how we get along. And it's like,
Doing brother things.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he has his kids and stuff. So
Right on.
So,
bro.
which I guess since you touched on the grandparent point, he's actually going to be a grandpa. So I'm actually expecting my first kid.
There you go.
So end of March, coming soon, guys.
I was just gonna ask you, bro. What are you excited about the future? Like, is that one thing you're excited
That is definitely
about?
one thing. I want to say nervous.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's my first kid, and it's gonna be a girl. And
Hey.
like I had just mentioned, it's all boys. So I'm like, oh, this will be a big, change for.
Yeah.
I know how to work. I know how to do it with boys and stuff. But what do you do with like a small girl? Like even my brothers are like, you couldn't have gotten a boy. I'm like, okay, because I can choose, bro. Like I can choose what we get.
Right.
But no, everyone's excited. My dad's super excited. My mom's excited. My brothers are like excited, especially my youngest one. He's always sending me videos on TikTok or Instagram. Like, this is gonna be your kid. Your kid better come out like this. Or he'll be like, hey, can we put her like in MMA? Or can I her first because he was in wrestling, he'll be like, can I teach her this move first? And I'm like, okay, you gotta let her walk first, bro. And but yeah, so first time grandkid on with us, and obviously my first kid, so a little nervous.
That's dope, bro. Congratulations. I know that's definitely gonna change, and it's gonna soften you a little bit, and just to deal with a girl, bring up and raise a girl. And you got this, bro. I'm sure. I'm sure your dad's excited, and
like I said, I'm nervous. I'm like beyond nervous, but you know what? It's part of life, and we're gonna get through it. And like I said, anybody else having a kid out there, soon, congrats. I know it's not just me. It's other people out there, and we'll get through this together. To all the new dads out there, we're gonna get through it. We're gonna figure it out. But to touch back a little bit back on why the whole weight loss came around. I had mentioned earlier that we were talking about legacy.
Yeah.
And he had mentioned like, how the fuck are you gonna tell your kid be healthy and you're not healthy? And that's where I did start like, what the fuck, you're right. Like I have the most important meeting to attend to in March.
okay,
I'm gonna look like a piece of shit.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where it got like
So you're 2 months away, bro.
yeah, that's where it got like serious. That's where it got deep.
It hit home. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
you're
And
right.
I didn't know that he was gonna have a kid at that.
Oh, yeah.
We were just talking.
Yeah.
He hadn't told me yet. I was talking to Brian, and we're talking about shit, and then he was just like, he just got quiet, and he's just like, yep, like that's crazy. And then like a couple days after, that's when he told me.
Yeah, because he had like just been saying stuff, and I was like, me and my girlfriend waited to tell people, so I hadn't told him yet. So I was like, damn, like, does he know some shit that he's talking about legacy and shit, like saying good examples and values, and I'm like, damn, fuck, like, should I just tell him now? But I was like, nah, I gotta wait. I'll wait, and then but that was like the big point that was made that day where I'm like, where that switch just flipped on me. I was like, well, shit, I got this much time. Like, I want to, I don't want to weigh 240 pounds and like tell my kid like, oh, this is your fucking dad. Like,
Yeah.
like, that's me personally me again. So I know some people weigh that, no disrespect to them, but
Wait,
me,
what?
I know some people weigh, in that 240 pound and stuff. And that's, their choice right now. But my choice is I want to be healthy. Like if I can't fucking run a lap, then what am I doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm going to get winded by just carrying my baby out of the fucking, the car seat, like, oh, well, that's not cool.
And not only that, bro. I mean, you want to be there, living longer for her too.
Exactly.
Right, at this point.
Exactly.
I mean,
I want to stay healthy so
Yeah.
I can, see her grow.
Right.
And that's one of the biggest points. And a lot of people at work, cause they saw like that change. Like they're like, wait, what do you mean you're not eating? Or what do you mean you don't want this? It's like, what are you waiting for? I didn't tell him right away. Again, just privacy reasons, and we were waiting for the right time. So that's some of them would ask me like, "Oh, are you applying for a new job, or do you have a meeting coming up or something?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's a new job for sure, and it's definitely a meeting. It's like I said, it's gonna be the most important meeting in my life probably." So it's like I gotta look good, I gotta be good. I gotta be thinking straight. So gotta be healthy mind, healthy body, So that's where that came from. Yeah. And he kind of helped me out.
Yeah, I
and
respect that. Good shit.
For sure. Yeah. So like I said, I appreciate thanks.
Oh yeah. The most people, like even me back then, we didn't know shit about diet growing up. You didn't know what a calorie was. You didn't know how to count it. You didn't know, you know what I mean? You didn't know what to eat, what not to eat. But nowadays, people still use that bullshit excuse. Right. But there is knowledge and information out there.
Too much.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
You just make it a fucking excuse.
Yeah.
At the end of the fucking day. And if there's like people around you, like say for him, if I could have told him like, "Oh no, you're good, bro. Don't worry about it. You're cool." Like, nah, fuck that, dude. It was like, bro, we need to get right. Like, I need to get right. You need to get right. We should all you should look good.
Right.
You're going to feel good. You're going to make better decisions. You know what I mean? Your whole mindset's going to be fucking on a different fucking level that you can't even imagine.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to get distracted less. Like how I said, how I read, and then I put my phone on, do not disturb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just an addiction. You know what I mean? People are addicted to their fucking phones. You cut off, if you can't control a fucking taco or a fucking cheeseburger, beer, fucking milkshake, you can't really control shit, dog. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
People are itching for a notification on their phone. Like,
anything yet? Yeah. And they don't realize that even the notifications, there's a reason they're red.
Yeah.
Because that shit fucks with your brain and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look for that shit. All that shit's like scientifically designed to fucking get you addicted, dog. And people don't know that shit.
Yeah.
You know
like these apps, for example, Instagram, we all use it and stuff.
Yeah.
But they do studies, and they like you said, they're designed to make us fiend it. Like, so as soon as you shut it off, it's like they shoot you a notification, like something, you know what I mean? Go like open it back up.
Like this person went live, or like, oh, this person posted in like the last hasn't posted in a month, and they posted today. Like, go check it out. Like, and then once you open it, well, what the fuck? Oh, let me keep scrolling and shit.
Yeah.
So no, for sure, it's like it can be an addiction and shit. I agree with you.
Yeah.
So
people don't realize that shit. You know what I mean? They just fucking think that it's a tool at the end of the day too. You can use it to your benefit, like we are today. We're gonna use it to spread a fucking positive message,
awareness. Yeah.
Yeah, or you can use it to just look at dumbass videos and fucking negative ass shit. Because if you look at negative ass shit, you're gonna be in a negative mood.
So you can be a creator or you can be a consumer.
Basically, with everything in life,
everything, bro. So it's like, are you gonna create and help, or you're just gonna consume and fucking die? Like, basically, you know what I mean? If you're just scrolling, not doing nothing about it, when somebody else is creating, and there's some people creating and making money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
they're not the ones usually fucking scrolling and consuming.
Correct. They're not.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the same people who like McDonald's or fucking Starbucks. They're not the ones fucking eating that shit every day, dog.
But they cashing in.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah.
That's true.
And then one thing I want to say too is that a lot of people, they fucking have the bullshit excuse they don't have time to fucking, because I go to sleep early. You go to sleep kind of early too.
Yeah.
And they say they don't have time to wake up early, or so early that we wake up to work out and, get shit done. Mm-hmm. But at night, everybody most of the people are on their fucking phones, dog. Fucking
or
TikTok. TV. Yeah. But you know what? Honestly, from what I see, like, not really TV though, dog. The phone is their life.
Yeah.
It's their fucking computer. It's who they talk to, scrolling, watching fucking videos. Like, you're just watching videos, and before you know it, 30 minutes passed, 45 minutes passed, an hour passed.
Yeah, I saw a stat that like 15 years ago, only like 20% of people in the world were using the internet on their phone. Damn. And now it's like 95% of the people are like on their phones on the internet. Like,
it's fucking scary.
That's crazy, bro.
It's fucking scary, bro.
Yeah. So like, shit, man, I was in high school. I didn't have a cell phone. I see little kids like, in elementary schools and like kids, bro, baby kids, like already on tablets and phones. I'm like, damn.
And then how people say they don't have time. All you got to do is come on their bullshit. They say, let me see your phone and let me check your screen time. Because that tells you everything right there.
Yeah.
It tells you what you've been looking at, how long you fucking been looking at it, and what time.
I think the average is like 3 to 6 hours a day of people on screen time.
Probably.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What the fuck we doing with all that fucking time while we talking to that many people?
Right.
So me on my phone, one of the things I do is I have a little widget for it, so it's on the fucking home screen.
Okay.
So after a certain amount of time, I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll fucking, you know what I mean? Even on the app, if you have iPhone, most people have iPhones. I'm pretty sure Android's the same way. But on iPhone, you could go in your settings and set a limit for social media and entertainment apps.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay.
So I have mine set for an hour a day.
You're probably like the only person that does that.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
I didn't know that. Bro.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. So you go on your app. I don't know exactly where, but you go under screen time.
Yeah.
You set your limits, and you could put as much time as you want, 30 minutes, an hour and a half.
Okay.
So after that, it'll cut you off. The screen will go black, and it will, but you can still go on it, but it makes you
think twice about it.
It makes you tap a button
Yeah.
and says like, okay, use it for a minute, 15 minutes, or for the rest of the day.
Now you're making a decision.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it checks you.
Yeah.
Because it's like anything, when it's easier, you don't pay attention. And, it's easy for us to lose track of fucking time. But when the app tells us, like, okay, stick to it, put that shit away, time to fucking go do something else.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's one of the things I did personally that I feel like I'm definitely a lot more productive.
I like that, bro.
Hell yeah. You should, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Try that shit.
Yeah.
I know
that. I just found out that there's this other thing when you go in your settings and then like something, you can check what the EMF that the phone, especially iPhones, put out.
Yeah.
And it's bad, bro. I don't know if you guys seen the report that like the iPhone creators, the CEO just came out with a report saying that they created the iPhone not meant for us to use it like the way we use it, which is crazy because it hurts your brain cells, it hurts your body, and it affects it, bro, which is crazy. But everyone's on it like that's our handheld Palm Pilot now. You know what I mean?
That's just it's a part of us. Honestly,
Right.
it's like your fingerprint.
Right.
People have so much shit on there. It's like your fucking fingerprint, and some people even have anxiety when they're not on it.
Shit.
Some people, I could hear your phone go off, and I start checking mine
Right.
because they're so like ding.
Right.
What
Was that me? Was that me?
And then they get it real quick and look at it because they're so addicted to it. They don't realize.
It's like it's frequencies that kick in, bro, and it's like I don't know I feel my body twitches or something. Like if when my message or something comes in, I feel like I'm like, oh damn. But it's the frequencies.
Well, I remember
bro.
back in the days before I was working out, before when I was fucking different person.
Yeah.
I would sometimes when I was waiting for text messages from people, I would feel my phone vibrate, go check it, and nothing went off. I always thought that was fucking crazy. Like, is that my phone going off? Like my mind's playing fucking tricks on me because I want to get a fucking text message or some shit so fucking bad.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy, isn't it?
That is.
How your brain fucking thinks, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You can trick your mind to do anything, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, so
Yeah, for sure.
You can definitely trick it.
For the good and the bad.
Right.
It just depends what you know what I mean? What you feed it. Like, what did they say? That everybody has two wolves inside of them? Evil one and a good one?
Right.
The only one that's fucking gonna be stronger is the one you feed?
Right. Or there's actually 3 people, I think.
I don't know, bro. You got extra.
Oh shit!
I don't know about that
I was
one,
like,
man.
damn.
The good, the bad, and then your actual self.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think you're both. I don't know. What do you mean yourself?
Like I've seen it somewhere where it's like, so you got the goods, the bad, but then you got your actual self, and then you got to pick which one you're gonna go to.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I kind of see it that way too.
Oh, okay. What about you?
Man,
You're just all bad.
Man, nah, not all bad. I don't know. Yeah, no, I mean, like you said, social media is like addicting. Phones are addicting, so it's like, and yes, you gotta like choose what you consume.
Yeah.
Like you said, or like you both said, you gotta, I guess, the devil and an angel on one side, however you want to see it, and it's like, do I do this? Do I consume that? And it's like, the phones they're good purposes too. I don't want to knock on the phones, the whole thing. It's like they're good for stuff. Like my dad always says, you can't be ignorant nowadays when we have a fucking computer in our hands. You don't know how to do some shit, Google it, YouTube it.
Right.
You want to learn. You don't know how to get on a diet. Open your phone, check it out. Like, what I'm saying, it just depends on what you want to consume, what you want to feed, how you said, and which side of you want to feed, what animal you want to feed, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it has its pros and its cons. I agree with you. It does. A lot of people do like fucking fiend for it. And working with students that I see, there's like, nothing's going on, but they're checking their phone. Like, why are you checking? I'm like, what are you checking?
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you checking? What are you doing? Yeah.
A lot of people, if you notice, when they're uncomfortable, they'll just pull out their phone because they can't make eye contact. Or they can't answer a question. It's a comfort.
Yeah, it's like
it leads me to this thing that I saw that it said if you're looking at your phone more than what you're looking at other people's eyes, it's like that's bad.
Yeah, we're losing connection with people,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's where a lot of that mental illness and a lot of those problems are coming from.
Yeah, people don't know how to like be in a social environment.
Exactly.
Or, you know what I mean?
Social anxiety is like
Yeah.
why? Because you're not used to it.
Yeah.
It's weird to you because you haven't done it for so long. But once you
Yeah.
get comfortable, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And for the record, I just got social media. What, last year in March?
I think so, yeah.
So I'm new to it. I didn't have it for like 10 years.
Sheesh.
He was anti-social media.
Yeah,
big time.
so I think that's why I see it so like clear.
Mm-hmm.
Because I haven't had that shit and I would always talk shit on it. And
You would?
now, yeah. I was anti-social media.
Right.
But now I'm trying to spread a message. I feel like I kind of reinvented myself. I want to help other people reinvent themselves. So fuck it. Like he said, you got to go with the times.
Yeah.
And social media is a fucking time. So
Yeah.
I'm using it as a tool though.
Right. A tool to you know what I mean, to promote and
Connect with people.
Connect and just put out the message like
For
you said.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Because I've had people, I put on my story and they'll tell me like, hey, I see this and that. I see you're doing this or you're working out. That's nice. Or some people tell me like, how do you do this? Or what diet should I be on? Whatever it is, like who I would normally talk to.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it is a tool.
And like at the same time, bro, like we help each other. Like I watch his, like, you know, if I watch his stories, I'm like, dang, Robert's already on it, freaking 4 a.m. You know what I mean? Already cranking. But like you said, like you not only motivate me, but I'm sure it's motivating everyone that's following us, and more people are going to get to see it, you know, as time comes.
Yeah, for sure. We all try to motivate each other, you know, because sometimes I see you do stuff like you're stretching and you're working. I'm like, fuck, I need to work on that because I'm bad at that. The meditating, like him, I'm bad at the meditating.
Yeah.
I'm not really too consistent with it as much as I should be. That's something I got to work on.
Right.
But speaking of social media, so what's your social media? Where can they find you if they want to follow you or something?
That's actually a good question. I haven't actually changed any of the privacy stuff, so I'll give it out once I change all my privacy stuff on it.
Okay.
So make it, for the public, because I'm a very private person.
Okay.
Like, I don't post a lot of stuff, and I'm not big. What's the word? I don't like pictures of myself, so I don't really post anything like that. But once I will change out the social media, and maybe next episode I'll give it out so like that if anybody wants to follow, maybe make a dedicated account. Kind of, so I can be like, hey, this is...
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Or any questions you guys have for Lupe, too, you could send them to the Savage or Ravage podcast.
Yeah, well, and then we'll put his tag, you know, once he puts it out there, we'll put it on.
Yeah.
We'll tag you and everything, bro. And that way, I think that's a good idea. Make a fresh new one.
Yeah, because...
just dedicated to your progress of, you know, becoming a savage, being better, and just... I think it's be something good for your daughter to see.
Yeah, I was about to say, a different one. Yeah. Different chapter of your life.
Kind of, yeah, no, I agree. I didn't think about it that way until you said it right now. Yeah, that and because some people don't want to see that message. I'll be posting like totally side topic, but like sometimes I'll be posting like, oh, meal prepping or working out, and someone will comment like, for what, or like,
fuck them.
Yeah.
What he say?
So it's like, okay, cool. You don't want some people don't want to see that, so it's like, all right, cool. Maybe I'll just make a separate account, not annoy some people's feed and shit, which I mean, some people need it, but hey, and maybe get new followers, so I know what the people that are in that.
Yeah, bro, you
social
gotta
media
track.
for,
You gotta track your tribe.
Yeah,
and the
so
people that are against it, you probably shouldn't be around you anyways, because then they're gonna lead you to that McDonald's drive-through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Starbucks, whatever.
Yeah, so,
they won't understand it because they're not trying to better themselves.
Yeah,
so
or
why are you?
Throw like a little jab at you, like, oh, did you run today? Like, yeah, it fucking did. Like, did you and shit? Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah. Or why'd you run? That's stupid.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is running? Like,
why are you running in the rain every day? Or if it's every day, why are you running every day? But it's raining.
I got that dog in me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got that dog.
You got
in me.
to, bro.
because nobody else is doing it. That's why.
You got to.
Yeah, you got to do it.
Yeah.
And what about your social media? Just for the.
I'm Martin RC official across all platforms, and then of course our Savage Over Average across all platforms too.
Yeah.
You guys can find us, and then we got
Damage to Savage
Damage to Savage
on everything, including YouTube now.
Hey,
No subscribers, but hey, we're there. You know what I'm saying? But
okay.
still, the Savage or Ravage one too. If I'm gonna
like
be
that.
posting, might as well post everywhere.
Yeah. I like that,
know what
bro.
I'm saying?
I didn't
Yeah.
even know that. Good
Yes,
stuff.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Oh shit.
Lupe, I don't know if you want to put out there like I was gonna ask you what you guys already decided a name for your daughter?
Yes. So it's gonna be Victoria.
Victoria.
Yeah.
I like that.
Middle name? Do you have a middle name? Or no?
No, not really.
Just
I
Victoria
think
and
it'll be
last
Victoria.
name. Your
Yeah,
last name.
yeah.
Right on, bro.
So yeah.
Is there any message, anything that you want to say to Victoria, you know what I mean, before she comes
damn.
into this earth? And then,
We're gonna watch
we're
this
going
years
deep.
later.
It's getting deep.
That is.
So that's a good question. I don't know how to think about that. I didn't actually come with a cool message to say like that.
Yeah.
Or just just whatever, she's going to do, make sure you give it your all and, don't give up, fuck them haters. That's the best I can say, honestly, because she's going to see, there's going to be a lot of people talking down on her because that's how people are. They're going to talk down on you and they're going to say, you can't do this, you can't do that. But says who? Who the fuck said that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I know sure as fuck I'm not going to teach her that. So when people talk down on you, fuck them. Like he said, what did you say? Literally, fuck them. Like that's the one to tell. Like, don't worry about what people got to say. You would do what you got to do. You do you, and we'll be here to support you. And anything that you need, we'll be here. So just do what you want to do. Like 100%, give it all. They said the mission isn't done till it's done. So just keep going. That's honestly that's it. I can really tell her. Because, and as we go along, hopefully I'm there for the, her whole life where, like, I can help her, give her advice and,
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
That's
you got me on that question, though.
Yeah.
I was like,
sorry, bro.
It's all good. I just didn't see that one coming. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like,
as you guys can see, there's nothing scripted about us.
No.
We're flowing and we're going. And we like to get a little deep, bro. Because, I think we're just transparency and one day, like, you're going to look back at it, she's going to look back at it, and you're going to be like, dang, like that, what I mean? Like, I remember that day, or you're just going to be a different person, and you're just going to, I don't know, bro.
In 10 years from now, we should be a different person. We should all be a different person. Yeah. We should all look back at this 10 years like, fuck, we probably cringe at how horrible the fucking
podcast was.
Like your dad, bro. We just laugh at it. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. And
I think that's the beauty of growing too.
Yeah.
Is to look back and appreciate how far you've grown and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like 2024 is going to be a big year, a good year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's going to be a good year for sure. And you're going to be a great pops. You're already like taking care of yourself. Yeah. So that's one step, like that shows that you're going to be able to take care of somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, that's it. That's what I'm going for, got to set that example.
Setting good examples and habits and not buying into that limiting beliefs that everybody has.
Yeah.
You can't do this. You can't. I hate the fucking word can't. Mm-hmm. Like even people around me, sometimes when they say can't, you're like, get the fuck out of here. Like, what is that? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know what that means. Well, what is that?
Yeah, it's like a cuss word. Even like I don't even say, are you down for it anymore? It's like, are you up for it? Because it's like down is like you're just going down. You know what I mean? Like certain words, bro, I try to eliminate, like the can't, the nots, the no's, all that stuff, bro. So like you're saying, you're already changing your lifestyle, which means your home, your refrigerator is going to be a different lifestyle for your daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's not going to have the certain products that we grew up on, shitty ass Sunny Delight and just, and
Kool-Aid and all that fucking bullshit.
So she's not going to grow up with that, meaning, she's already ahead of the game. And,
don't set up our kids for failure, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Because we didn't know, like you said, we didn't know, but now that we know, why aren't we telling our kids not to do this or don't eat that? Like, that's true.
And the thing is, too, everybody tells them, but they eat it themselves. If you're not doing it, that's the best way to set example for somebody is to execute it.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we're doing here also too, like with the savage commitments and our, being sober and just, trying to eat right. And because, we can say it, but if we're doing it, then why are we saying it?
Even with this podcast too, because there's people saying like, you're going to do a podcast. Like, I don't think you could do it, or I can't do that, or whatever. You know what I mean? And I had to catch myself because this times I didn't think I could do it.
Right.
But I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I can do it. Why the fuck not? What do I got to lose, right?
Yeah, and here we are.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Going strong. Second episode, we're going to be fucking knocking them out fucking a lot.
Yeah, all year long.
Yes, sir. For fucking next decade and shit.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So we're going to keep it growing, keep, getting more people on the show, like Lupe and ourselves and, just savages here, and helping people become a savage also from our stories, from our backgrounds, from, what we're excited on the future and, just all the little things that might trigger somebody. It might just help somebody.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And people who are listening, if you came this far, you guys are in the right place because you want to self-improve. You know what I'm saying? You're in the right area.
That's
what I'm saying?
That's right. So you guys make sure you click that subscribe button, follow us, hit a like,
share
put some comments.
Share it with somebody too. Share it with somebody who you thinks that needs to hear this message, or somebody who like would benefit from it. If you benefited from it, share it with somebody too. Absolutely. That helps us.
Yeah. Leave us some comments. Let us know. Anything you guys want to hear, anything else you guys want us to touch up on. We'll work on that, man. So It's been great, man. It's been great.
Yeah.
It was good to know you, bro.
Yes,
it was good
sir.
to meet you. Definitely,
Nice to meet you
like
too,
Lupe,
Appreciate
man.
it. Yeah.
Appreciate you coming on.
This is actually the first time we meet, in case anybody's
Yeah,
wondering.
absolutely.
This is the first time. So
I didn't even know he was going to be here.
Yeah.
That's how not non-scripted this is.
Yes, sir.
he pulled up. He's like, "Who's that?" And I'm like, "Who's that?" Like, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, but nah, it was good. Good shit, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
bro.
you guys
Yes,
having
sir.
me.
Yeah. Thank you for
Anything
everybody
you
for
need.
listening too. Yeah.
Yeah, anything you need, bro, from us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
From you know, our community, we're here to support you and along the way of, you know, your journey of being a father and just growing and yeah, anything, bro.
Yeah, and we just want to thank everybody, all the listeners, for tuning in and pushing us to knock out the second episode, because I know
Right.
people want to hear it.
Right.
And we're knocking them out as quick as we can, as best as we can, and we're just getting better too.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right.
Any last words? Anything you want to leave our viewers with, or anything you want to just put out your chest?
Just subscribe. Make sure you guys follow these guys, because, you know, all of us, because we're gonna, you know, we have good intentions, and we want to help those people that want to be helped, and hopefully help some people that didn't know they needed help. You know what I'm saying? Like, change and improve and make everybody better. You know.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
just share. You know, if you liked it or you got a little piece of information that you didn't know, like, you know, hit that like button, share it. Like you said, share it with everybody. Share it with your grandma, your mom, your dad, you know, your dad's dad, whoever you're gonna share it with.
Hell
So
yeah, share it with everybody.
Yeah, there it is, man. Savage over average, you guys. You know, we appreciate you guys. And any last words, Rob?
No, that's it, man. Just appreciate it more than they know. You know what I mean?
Right.
Fucking
Right.
for sure appreciate it, and look forward to keep continuing doing this. You know what I mean? With both you guys, you know, it's just fucking dope. And
Yeah.
keep pushing and let us know any constructive criticism as well. Like, we're trying to grow too, and
Yeah.
it's definitely a help.
You won't hurt our feelings, trust.
Oh fuck no.
yeah, don't be shy. Just say
no.
how it is. You
Yeah.
heard us. Just say how it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate you guys. And there it is, man.
Stay savage.
We out.